Good morning. If I got to have everybody's attention, I'd like to call the meeting of the House Health Committee to order. Devin, would you please take the roll?
Chair Frankel,
Here.
Representative Benham, Borowski, Boyd, Hanbidge,
Designation.
Howard, Khan,
Here.
Kozarowski,
Designation.
Krajewski,
Designation.
Mays, Friolatin,
Designation.
Sanchez, Schusterman,
Here.
Venkat, Chair Rapp,
Here.
Representative Bonner,
There he is. He's here.
Borowitz, Brown, Day,
Representative Day.
Krupa, Roy,
Here.
Rossi, Stair, Twardzik,
Here.
Walsh,
Here.
Zimmerman. We have a quorum.
Thank you. We have a quorum. Thank you, members. Chair calls up House Bill 880, printers number 1193, which I'm sponsoring. Erica, would you please explain the bill?
House Bill 880 expands protections from smoke and vapor by prohibiting smoking or vaping in all community spaces and workplaces. Notable exceptions include businesses organized around tobacco use, such as tobacco importers, manufacturers, wholesalers, processors, storage facilities, stores, and cigar bars. Private clubs may choose to allow smoking if members vote to do so. Businesses may choose to permit smoking on outdoor patios.
The question is, will the committee report House Bill 880? Representative Roy is offering amendment to A01774. Mr. Siggett, will you please provide an explanation of the amendment?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Amendment A01774, introduced by Representative Roy, makes technical changes to the bill per request from the Department of Human Services. It reinserts a definition for licensed facility relating to licensed casinos. The amendment also will prohibit smoking inside bus shelters. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Siggett. Will the committee agree to the amendment? This is an agreed-to amendment on my behalf. And on that question, I would recognize Chair Roy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'd like to address the bus shelter portion of the amendment. The amendment would ban smoking in bus shelters. Currently, under state law, people can smoke in bus shelters. And I think if somebody is riding public transit and they're sitting there in a bus shelter, they shouldn't have to inhale secondhand smoke from other riders that are also riding. They can go outside to smoke. The bus shelters are not completely enclosed like a lot of other buildings, but there's usually a roof, walls in the back, walls on both sides, a partial wall in the front, so smoke just kind of hovers in there. So I think people have the right to smoke, but people that don't smoke have the right to wait for a bus without having to inhale secondhand smoke. So I would encourage members to vote yes on the amendment. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Roy. Are there other comments on the amendment before I turn it to Chair Rapp? Chair Rapp?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I believe this is a sensible amendment, and I thank Representative Roy for offering it. Thank you for agreeing to it, Mr. Chair. I'm asking my committee members to support this amendment.
Thank you. I want to thank Representative Roy for offering this amendment and working with the committee to accomplish a goal of cleaner air. And I'd ask for a yes vote. Devin, will you please take the roll?
Chair Frankel,
Yes.
Representative Benham, Borowski, Boyd, Hanbidge,
Designation yes.
Howard, Khan, Kozarowski,
Designation yes.
Krajewski,
Designation yes.
Mays, Friolatin,
Designation yes.
Sanchez, Schusterman, Venkat, Chair Rapp,
Yes.
Representative Bonner, Borowitz, Brown, Day, Krupa, Roy,
Yes.
Rossi, Stair, Torzik,
Yes.
Walsh,
Yes.
Zimmerman.
The amendment passes.
And passes.
The question recurs, will the committee report House Bill 880 as amended? Is there discussion on the bill? Yes. Representative Krupa.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And I want to start with, I really appreciate the overall intent of this bill and thank the chairman for his efforts in this. I do have some concerns, though, and the concern that I want to point out today is with respect to the private clubs. And I do realize that there is a carve-out that the private clubs or certain private clubs can vote. On the private club that I'm speaking in particular, that because they've reached out to me in my area, my constituents, is with your military-style clubs such as VFWs and AMVET organizations. We're talking about a group of people who risk life and limb. Smoking right now, although I would encourage everybody not to, but it is still legal. This is still America. If as a private club, their membership votes that they want to permit smoking within that club, I think they should be able to do so. And I understand that the bill allows that. Where I take issue, however, is if for whatever reason they fail to vote, that it is a 2-year ban on their ability to vote again. So I think that that's punitive. I think that the overall membership should not be punished if there's one person in leadership or one or two people in leadership who, through whatever, whether it's family emergencies, incompetence, fails to call the membership to a vote. But for that reason, in the liberty rights of those veteran organizations, I will be no in the current draft of the bill. Thank you.
Thank you. I should point out that in the past, at the hearings we've had here and in press conference I've done, the commander of the VFWs in Pennsylvania, who had, and the VFW had opposed the initial bill back in 2008, and now is in support of this legislation. And I think one of the things that they have found at VFWs in particular is that younger members want to use their facilities, but are particularly not finding it conducive because of the smoking in them. So there has been, I think, a transition with respect to some of these private groups that had been in opposition and now support this legislation. Other discussion? Yes, Representative Borowitz.
Thank you, Chairman. This, I agree with Representative Krupa. Almost forgot your last name. But my question, too, is, I mean, I don't have the bill before me. And I know, obviously, I could have printed those out, but as has been before, you know, it's before my, I'm not sure where all the bills are in the packet. Thank you so much.
Other comments? Representative Day?
Thank you, Chairman. Chairman, on the casinos, does this eliminate all the exceptions in casinos?
Yes.
Just wanted to verify that. Thanks for your work on this, and I appreciate those changes.
Others before I turn to Chair Rapp?
Thank you.
Representative Khan?
Thank you, Chair Frankel. I just want to make a quick comment, knowing that we have to do other things we need to be quick. I have a patient that I still see who has severe asthma and works in a casino, and because of the lack of a bill like this, he's actually prevented from advancing in his career because when he goes into areas where they do allow smoking, he cannot breathe, and he has to go to the hospital, and he's had to be hospitalized several times. And also the fact that not only is it an acute issue, people are getting cancer. And, you know, working in a casino and some of these other places where smoking is still legal should not carry the equivalence of some of our highest hazard professions. We need common sense legislation like this. And I just want to applaud you and your team for working on this bill to make it reflective of the fact that there are cigar bars, there are places where it makes sense, where people are making a conscious decision. So thank you for the work on this bill, and I'll be a yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Khan. Chair Rapp.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. For those of you who do not know, I opposed this bill last session in committee when it was House Bill 1657. While I supported most of the concepts in that bill, the concerns I had caused me to oppose the bill. For several weeks after that committee meeting, Chairman Frankel and I and our staff had multiple discussions about my concerns and possible ways that the bill could be revised to address my concerns while at the same time ensuring that Chairman Frankel's overall goals remained. As a result of those discussions, I filed a floor amendment to House Bill 1657 that Chairman Frankel had agreed to. As that bill did not receive floor consideration, my amendment was not considered. This session, House Bill 880 incorporates the amendment I had filed last session. While I had several concerns with last session's House Bill 1657, the biggest concern I had involved private clubs, and seeing that my members have some of the same concern. But under House Bill 1657, a private club's right to determine whether to allow smoking within its establishment was removed. As I said last session, I am not a fan of smoking. I don't like to frequent places that allow smoking. However, I would not support a bill that took away the right of a private club, and particularly a veterans organization, for the same reason that's been brought up. People who have sacrificed and were willing to sacrifice their lives for our freedom. Wanted those organizations to determine for themselves whether they wanted to allow smoking at their establishments. Veterans did risk their lives for our country, and if they wanted to smoke at a private club to which they belong, I could not take that away from them. As I mentioned, Chairman Frankel and I discussed this several times, and we came up with a compromise that allows private clubs to still determine if they wish to allow smoking, but they must vote more often on this issue than the current law requires. Also, the entire membership must vote on this issue instead of just the officers of the private club. This is an example of how both sides of the aisle, while on opposite sides of an issue, can come together to forge a compromise. While I am deferring judgment on this bill until it is fully debated on the floor, and I see what floor amendments, if any, are filed, I will be supporting moving this bill out of committee today. I want to thank Chairman Frankel for discussing this bill with me and for coming to an agreement that addressed my concerns, while at the same time ensuring that the overall goals that he is seeking are still met. So thank you, Mr. Chairman. And I will be supporting the bill at the committee level, sir.
Thank you, Chair Rapp. I've been a passionate advocate of expanding protections from secondhand smoke since the legislation initially passed in 2008. We field calls in my office daily from workers in casinos who are balancing their health and their livelihood. I want to thank Chair Rapp for working with me on this iteration of the bill. We discussed her concerns, as you heard, and related to private clubs, and were able to incorporate her suggested language into the bill we introduced. I'm so grateful for her willingness to work with us to protect all of our lungs. I also want to thank Representative Roy for his amendment, which addresses technical concerns as well as making sure that those people using bus shelters aren't exposed to their neighbors' smoke. With that, I'd ask for an affirmative vote. Those in favor will vote aye. Those opposed, no, on House Bill 880. Devin, will you please take the roll?
Chair Frankel.
Aye. Yes.
Representative Benham. Borowski. Boyd. Hanbidge.
Designation yes.
Howard. Khan. Kozarowski.
Yes.
Krajewski.
Designation, oh, he's here.
Mays. Friolaten,
Designation yes.
Sanchez, Schusterman, Benke. Chair Rapp,
Yes.
Representative Bonner, Borowitz, Brown, Day, Krupa, Roy,
Yes.
Rossi, Stare, Twardzik,
Yes.
Walsh, Zimmerman. Okay. This bill 880 passes 23-3.
23.
23-3.
22-4. Okay.
No. 8.
The bill passes 22-4. Thank you, members, for your affirmative vote. House Bill 880 will be reported as amended. I'm now moving on to resolutions. I'm calling up Resolution 271, printer's number 2020, sponsored by Representative Benham. Will you please explain the resolution, Erica?
House Resolution 271 directs the Joint State Government Commission to conduct a study on indoor air quality and make recommendations related to indoor air quality, including education, data collection, and prevention. The committee will consist of at least 15 members, including representation from the Departments of Aging, Education, Environmental Protection, Health, and Human Services. The report must be completed within 18 months.
Thank you. The question is, will the committee report House Resolution 271? Representative Benham is offering Amendment A01756. Erica, will you please provide an explanation of the amendment?
Amendment A01756 adds the Department of Labor and Industry to the list of agencies represented and specifies that other committee members must have expertise in public health, green building, construction trades, long-term care, and K-12 education.
All right. Will the committee agree to the amendment? On that question, I recognize Representative Benham.
Thank you, Chair Frankel. This amendment's pretty straightforward. It just makes the list of NGOs a little bit more specific. So hopefully we can get that taken care of, and I'd ask the members for an affirmative vote. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there other comments? Chair Rapp?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I don't really have any specific comments on the amendment, but I will be supporting it. Thank you.
Right. I'd ask for a yes vote to help define the experts involved in the study. Is there any opposition to the amendment? Devin, will you please take the roll?
Chair Frankel,
Yes.
Representative Benham, Borowski, Boyd, Hanbidge,
Designation yes.
Howard, Khan, Kozarowski,
Des-
Krajewski, Mays, Friolaten,
Designation yes.
Sanchez, Schusterman, Benkat, Chair Rapp,
Yes.
Bonner, Representative Bonner, Borowitz, Brown, Day, Krupa, Roy,
Yes.
Rossi, Stare, Twardzik,
Yes.
Walsh, Zimmerman.
The amendment passes. The question recurs, will the committee report House Resolution 271 as amended? Is there any discussion on the resolution? On that question, the chair recognizes Representative Benham.
Thank you, Chair Frankel and Chair Rapp. This resolution directs the Joint State Government Commission to study indoor air quality impacts for children and older adults. We often think about the quality of our outdoor air, whether because of pollution or otherwise, but I find that rarely are individuals aware that our indoor air quality is often worse than our outdoor air quality. This is because frequently little attention is paid to proper ventilation, filtration, or circulation, resulting in particulate matter building up in the indoor environment or CO2 levels rising in rooms as we breathe it out. High CO2 levels can temporarily impact brain function, resulting in decreased ability to concentrate and retain information. This is particularly important for young children with developing brains and older adults trying to retain brain function. This resolution will help us understand any steps we should take as a Commonwealth to improve indoor air quality, and I would appreciate if folks would vote yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Benham. Chair Rapp?
The resolution recommendation.
Thank you. While secondhand smoke is certainly one of the worst offenders when it comes to impeding indoor air quality, we know there are more. I want to thank Representative Benham for offering this resolution so we can better understand how we are tracking air quality and determine which policies can best support clean air. Those in favor will be voting aye. Those opposed voting no on House Resolution 271. Devin, will you please take the roll?
Chair Frankel,
Aye.
Representative Benham, Borowski, Boyd, Hanbidge,
Designation yes.
Howard, Khan, Kozarowski,
De-
Krajewski, Mays, Furlatten,
Designation yes.
Sanchez, Schusterman, Venkat, Chair Rapp,
Yes.
Representative Bonner, Borowitz, Brown, Day, Krupa, Roy,
Yes.
Rossi, Stair, Twardzik,
Yes.
Walsh, Zimmerman. 22-4. Passes.
Thank you, members. House Resolution 271 will be reported as amendment. Next, the chair calls up House Resolution 282, sponsored by Representative Schusterman, designating September 2025 as Perimenopause Awareness Month. Is there any discussion on the resolution? Oh, these are not, I'm doing all this? Okay, all right. So this was determined to be non-controversial. Those in favor of reporting House Resolution 282 will vote aye. Those opposed will vote no. Devin, will you please call the roll?
Chair Frankel,
Aye.
Representative Benner, Borowski, Boyd, Hanbidge,
Designation yes.
Howard, Khan, Kozarowski, Krajewski, Mays, Furlatten,
Designation yes.
Sanchez, Schusterman, Venkat, Chair Rapp,
Yes.
Representative Bonner, Borowitz, Brown, Day, Krupa, Roy,
Yes.
Rossi, Stair, Twardzik,
Yes.
Walsh, Zimmerman.
Thank you, members. House Resolution 282 will be reported as committed. Finally, the chair calls up resolutions deemed non-controversial by the chairs and will be voted upon as a package. These include House Resolution 297, sponsored by Representative Sappi, designates October 5th through 11th as National Healthy Vision Week. House Resolution 304, sponsored by Representative McNeil, designates September 2025 as Prostate Cancer Awareness Month. House Resolution 305, sponsored by Representative Matzi, designates November 2025 as Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month. And House Resolution 307, sponsored by Representative Boyd, recognizes October 6, 2025 as World Cerebral Palsy Day. Are there any negative votes? Excuse me? There are negative votes. Okay, doke. Then we will call the roll on the package.
Chair Frankel,
Yes.
Representative Benham, Borowski,
You not here? Yes, she says yes. I can hear.
Boyd, Hanbidge,
Designation, yes.
Howard, Khan, Kozarowski, Krajewski, Mays, Frill-Lawton,
Designation, yes.
Sanchez, Schusterman, Venkat. Chair Rapp,
Yes.
Representative Bonner,
Designation, yes.
Borowitz, Brown, Day, Krupa, Roy,
Yes.
Rossi, Stair, Twardzik,
Yes.
Walsh, Zimmerman. 25.
Thank you, members. House Resolution 297, House Resolution 304, House Resolution 305, and House Resolution 307 will be reported out of the committee with an affirmative vote. Thank you, members. That concludes the business of the House Health Committee for today.